A very good day to you. Hope you had yourself an amazing Thursday. This is the Black Hot Fire updates with me, Dimori. It's a very cold day in Nairobi. Explains the dress code. It's a very cold day, and it's a beautiful Thursday, the 4th of July, 2024. And of course, I'm here to tell you about it and everything that was making the headlines in Africa today, starting from Kenya, going all the way to. We're gonna be looking at Kenya, going all the way to Mauritania again. We're going to be looking at DR Congo. We are going to be looking at Mali. And we are also going to be looking at each and every other place that had something happening today. That is to keep you on the know on what was happening in Africa. And I'm going to start with Kenya, of course, where it's an embarrassing story to be reporting on, but unfortunately, it's what has been happening in Kenya. So there was a BBC BBC did an exposure, a documentary to an expose on a certain tea factory in Kenya, and the expose was about a certain man who was sexually assaulting women. So he was photographed, videographed severally, sexually assaulting women. And I think it would be better if I shared a little bit of the documentary so that I give you the context on this embarrassing story. So this happened about quite a while back. It's been a while since this happened. So, and we almost forgot about that, and we thought that action was going to be taken against the people who were seen in that video. One of the men was allegedly even infecting the women with HIV in the tea plantation. And therefore, a story comes up that one that we also in that video sexually assaulting women has been now nominated, has now been elected as a KTDA, as the chairperson of the same. Let me share a video so that you can see the man I'm talking about and the story I'm talking about. It's a very embarrassing story to be starting my update with. So allow me to just share a little bit of the BBC expose, and of which now the man is claiming that he's going to sue BBC for defamation. Although we also, as you're going to see in the video that I'm going to share, and this is the man that has now been appointed as the chairperson of the same tea factory that he was assaulting women on. Imagine that. So I had to share the copyright disclaimer first so that they don't strike down the channel. So let me share a video of what I'm talking about so that you can be able just to contextualize the story that I'm talking about.
$1 billion a year. It employs 1 in 10 Kenyans. Like thousands of others, this woman is going to a job interview for work on a tea farm.
Hello?
But the manager tells her to meet at a hotel.
You really want to go?
She finds herself trapped in a room at the mercy of a sexual predator.
Bado sijakubali mkuu.
Hakuna mtu mwingine naona wewe na hakuna.
So for context sake, this is the man who has now been appointed as the chairperson of the same factory that he was assaulting women on. He has been appointed. He's actually the newly elected director of the Toror Tea Factory. Back then, he wasn't as powerful as he is now. So he's now going to be the director of Toror Tea Factory. Even after we saw what he was doing to women, I'm going to continue sharing that video for a little bit so that you can just contextualize what I'm talking about. However, this is a video from about a year ago, and I'm sure I reported on this. I did this on my show. So what shocked me was that even after that, even after this was seen, even after the whole world saw this, even after he was allegedly arrested, he has now been elected as the director. That is how the director of the same factory. That is how much justice and impunity, injustices and impunity, and is celebrated in this part of the world. And as if that was not shameless enough, even him running for the chairmanship of Tororti factory in Ainamoi after being exposed worldwide, he has now threatened that he's going to sue BBC. He issued a demand letter to the British Broadcasting Corporation demanding 100 million defamation settlement over their documentary, which was titled Sex for Work. So the expose was a 2023 expose a year ago, and he was accused of allegedly preying on female workers at a James Finley Limited factory in Kericho in exchange for employment. Imagine, at that time, he wasn't even this powerful. He did not have a big role in the company. He was just a top official in the James Finley company. So right now, and he used to do that to women. So imagine now as the director of a whole tea factory, what is going to happen to him? So through his lawyer is Danstan Omari, he said that the allegations from the documentary were outrageous and well-calculated scheme meant to defame his reputation. And we do not want to dismiss whatever he's saying. Let us rewatch the video. Let us assume we are stupid and this was a scheme to defame him. Let us rewatch the video again. I'm going to replay the video. And you're going to see how his interviews used to be conducted in a hotel room. If you are a woman, you want a job, you meet him in a hotel room, you sleep with him, you get a job. If you don't get a job. But apparently, according to him, it was a defamation plot.
A global industry worth $21 billion a year. It employs 1 in 10 Kenyans. Like thousands of others, this woman is going to a job interview for work on a tea farm.
Hello? Ameniambia nimefika.
But the manager tells her to meet at a hotel.
You really want to go?
Nahitaji nini kabisa?
She finds herself trapped in a room at the mercy of a sexual predator.
Na bado sijakubali mkubwa.
Wewe kubali. Hakuna mtu mwingine naona wewe hata na hakuna. Lazima tunao. Saidia mtu. Utasaidia kwa hiyo anatenda. Ni mateso. Anataka ulale naye.
So and he was the job that he's sleeping with the women. In order for you to get that job, it's a 15,000 per month type of a job. 15,000 is about $150. So it's $150 type of a job. You sleep with him, you get a chance to earn $150 a month. This is a man who should have been arrested because he had done this to so many women who came out after this expose was done. And so many women came out. Some of them claimed that they had contracted HIV from the same. Others claimed on how their families had broken down when the husbands realized that the wives slept with the manager to get a job. And, it's a desperate type of situation where you are a mother, you have kids at home, you don't have a job. This is the only available job. You apply innocently, then you're going to get a job. And then the manager, instead of calling you for an interview in the office, calls you for an interview in a hotel room. And now you have to sleep with him or you're not going to get the job. So this is a man who should be in jail. This is a man who should be serving a sentence for sexually assaulting our women for sexual assault. However, we rewarded him with a new position. We rewarded him with a higher position. He's now the director of a bigger tea factory, literally giving him a license to assault more women. How we allowed this, I don't know. The incompetence that we have in our systems, in our criminal justice systems, if they exist at all, is... And somebody was telling me the jails and the prisons in Africa only belong to the poor, and that's true. Because if I look at, for example, the current government we have in Kenya, everybody up there is a criminal at one point or the other. They have committed a crime, some have murdered. Most of them are corrupt to the core, but they'll never go anywhere. That is why even a man like this one, even after sexually assaulting all these women on camera, it's not even an accusation, it's something that you see on camera. He was appointed, elected as the director of now the whole tea factory, the Toror tea factory. Isn't that giving him a license to assault more women? Isn't that rewarding criminality? Because he is a criminal who should be in jail.
alafu mpate kazi.
We reveal the tea world's most shameful secrets. Managers demanding sex for jobs.
The local community is left with nothing but tears.
If you look at the atrocities committed before these products eventually comes to your table, they are heinous crimes.
My name is Tom Odula, and I'm an investigative reporter from Kenya. For 20 years, I've covered crime and terrorism in my country, from the Westgate shopping mall attack in Nairobi to the war in Somalia.
I don't need to beat my woman.
But nothing could have prepared me for what this investigation would reveal. Kenya's Rift Valley is where many of the world's most popular tea brands are produced. From PG Tips to Lipton to Sainsbury's Red Label, half of all the tea drunk in the UK alone comes from tea leaves grown here. The leaves are handpicked by workers who get paid when they reach their quota. It's taken to nearby factories, dried and processed, then transported to key markets like the UK for packaging and sell on supermarket shelves. But the workers say they are being severely exploited by the companies behind these brands. It's backbreaking work, which thousands of employees say has left them with life-changing injuries. Many of the women who work here say that on top of that, their managers sexually abuse them, and this has gone on for decades. While researching this film, we spoke to 100 women who work on the Kenyan tea plantations. A staggering 75 said they'd been the victim of sexual harassment at work.
So I'm not going to play the whole documentary because it's a long one, and I'm sure I shared this documentary last year when it came out here on the show. But as we've heard, 75 out of 100 women claimed to have been sexually assaulted. That is 3/4 of the women were sexually assaulted for a job. You have to sleep with a manager in order to get the job. That, as if that was not sad enough, the manager, the women claim that they contracted HIV from the same because the manager would emphasize on having raw sex if you wanted a job. And as if that is not sad enough, we thought he had been arrested because we heard that he was arrested. A year later, we reward him with a bigger position. He was last week appointed the manager who was involved in this scandal, in the sexual assault saga, was appointed, is now the newly appointed director of now the entire factory, leave alone the small area that he was in charge of, now the whole entire factory. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to add. But these things are very sickening even to think about them. I imagine what the women who he sexually assaulted, some of them who now are HIV positive from the assault, are feeling now, seeing him being rewarded with a higher position, while they get no justice at all. And I agree with the person who was telling me that in Africa, the prisons and the jails belong to the poor. If you can't bribe your way out, no matter how small your crime is, you are going to jail. If you can bribe your way out, no matter how big your crime is, no matter how many people you've killed, no matter how many billions you've stolen, no matter how many women you've raped, if you have the financial muscles to bribe yourself out, then you're not going to jail. That is this story summarized. So now the man is now the new director, and on top of that, he is demanding for 100 million. 100 million is about 1 million USD. He's demanding for 1 million US dollars from BBC. He's not actually demanding, he's sued them. He's suing BBC and demanding 1 million US dollars. Over the expose, he's saying that they defamed him and the publication was done on malicious grounds. They wanted to defame him. It was a defamation plot. The video that we've just seen, according to him, was a defamation plot. Funny thing is, he might not even lose the director job even after the public uproar. He will not lose the director job. He's still going to be the director of that bigger factory now, and he's going to assault, infect more women. So that is, it's a very embarrassing story to be even reporting on. I'm even embarrassed when I talk about this. And General Mosquito is with me, and he's saying, he's asking if I got my life jacket on again. It's a very cold day, General, in Nairobi, General. Let me be. And he goes on to say, I remember this particular case. This documentary was on the BBC last year. It was sickening. Yep, so the manager was in that documentary, has now been made the director of the tea factory, of the bigger tea factory. And he goes on to say, PG Tips is a very popular tea over here. It comes from Kericho County, where those women, as you enjoy that tea, the women there get paid 15,000 Kenya shillings. That is $150, and they have to sleep with a certain manager in order for them to get the job, in order for them to handpick the tea. It's crazy. And Jiba Jaba is with me also. He's asking what's up, and he's saying the same in the USA, where if you have money, then you can bribe your way out of anything. The jails and the prison systems belong belong to the poor. And General Mosquito is still throwing jabs at my life jacket. You don't know how cold it is in Nairobi today. And he's asking what for defamation of character. Yeah, he said it's defamation of character and called it libel. He said that the BBC had a plot to defame him, even though we all saw that he was the one. As 75 out of 100 women claimed that he had assaulted them. That is
wasn't he the one stealing coochie?
Come again?
Wasn't he the one stealing coochie?
No, this one was not stealing. This one was demanding.
All right, still stealing, demanding, whatever.
Yep. This one is saying, you give me coochie or you get no job.
It's only a matter of semantics there, Demore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn taking whatever. Demanding.
So now imagine how I was saying, imagine how the women he assaulted are feeling now that he has been promoted to a higher position.
Is it a white guy?
No, he's black.
Okay. He got promoted. Yeah, okay. He's a higher coochie bandit now.
And it even gets sad because it had to take a white company. There's a white company in Kenya called Limptons, if I'm not wrong, that buys tea.
About Lipton, yeah.
Yeah, so Limptons is the one now with the moral compass more than even the Kenyan government, because Limptons has said that it is not going to buy tea anymore from that area as long as that man is still the general manager.
Yeah, Lipton is an American company.
Yep. Imagine it taking Limptons to point out that so that the government can actually see, wow, we made a mistake in appointing a sexual
Predator.
sexual offender, a rapist to become a director. So Limptons has said that it is not going to buy tea anymore from that factory as long as the rapist is in charge.
Yeah, Jungle just, hey, do you guys even drink much? See, in America, we don't drink much tea. You guys drink a lot of tea? You know, in America, like Africa, we don't drink a lot of tea in America. I mean, not nobody I know drink a lot of that shit. You guys, let me know. You got not England, Jim Mosquitoes from England. I don't know what the fuck kind of shit he got. What kind of he's got this? Why you always got these strange ass things you always make, Jimmy? Who the hell is that? You drink a lot of tea, Jim Mosquito? I don't know a lot. He's in England, so they probably do. But we don't drink a lot of tea in America. We don't drink that.
What do you guys take?
Don't drink now. Drink,
Sunshine?
no, we don't drink a bunch of tea. I tell you that. Let's see. This affects Lipton's ESG. Yeah, that's that dumbass ESG score. It will come out against the that goofy ESG nonsense. That's that crap the WF is making. Say no to that shit anyway. Don't say no to all that garbage. That ESG. That's the BlackRock shit they're trying to implement. But BlackRock has got so big. BlackRock, Kenyans have got so big that BlackRock is talking about the Kenyan youth. So, you're talking about the power of the planet. That wicked ass BlackRock is talking about the Kenyan youth. They're scared. Not anymore just green tea nowadays. Okay, you still drink green tea, which is good. Yeah, England. I know you, England. That's why they introduced all that shit to Africans when they conquered all that tea drinking shit. We don't. I remember the England's get mad when they come to America and find out we don't drink that shit. They call Americans savages. You don't drink tea, you're savages. We don't drink that tea. They drink coffee. Out of coffee.
I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't survive a day without tea. What do you mean? We have enough. In Africa, we have tea as we are waiting for tea. We take tea waiting for tea.
God damn! Is it hot? Is it hot or cold?
Hot tea.
So you gotta drink hot tea. God damn. Hot tea don't go with nothing. Imagine eating hot tea.
Come on. What do you mean? We take hot tea and bread in the morning.
Don't go with nothing. Imagine drinking hot tea with your dinner. That shit goes with nothing.
Come on. Hot tea and bread really slaps in the morning.
Hot tea and bread. God damn.
That's a typical African breakfast.
Just shoot me in the head now. That's some shit. Hot tea and bread. That's some shit they give you in prison, Jimmy.
Come on.
In the head now. Hot tea and bread. God damn. Yeah, it don't get no worse than that.
I can't wait for you to come to Kenya for maybe a month and do hot.
I've been to Kenya. I'm coming back, of course. I've been to Kenya many times, but yeah, I know they drink the tea. I always laugh. He said, "Would you like some tea?" No. You keep that tea. I'm straight. I'm straight.
So you'll have to take hot tea and bread in the morning, ugali and greens for lunch, ugali and beef for supper.
Ugali, and then that ugali almost every other day. Shit, like I said, man, just open my mouth and put the barrel in and then shoot it. Right? I blow my own head off. God damn. Tea.
What do you mean? I hope you don't put milk in it. How is it tea when it doesn't have
exactly
milk?
Remember, they got to have milk, and that's right. They put milk in that shit. Oh my god!
Have milk in.
That's right. They put milk in that. That's what I remember because there's no Americans that we drink. We don't put milk in the shit if we do drink it. I remember some British guy said the Americans are absolute savages. They don't put milk in their tea. Yeah, we don't put no milk in no damn tea.
So true story, kid. If you take tea without milk, that is for the poor. The very poor in Kenya take tea without milk. They can't afford milk. So
only
go somewhere and they serve you tea without milk.
Only the poor in America, poor in America drink milk and tea. The rich don't with no milk. Ugh, exactly. Milk and tea is nasty as shit. I know.
Come on.
God damn, that shit nasty. Jim Mosquito had that shit. He's British. He had that shit in England. Shit, tea, and nowhere. I don't think they do nowhere but the English, Chinese and Japanese. When they have tea, they don't put no milk. It's only a British thing with that milk and tea. They put they took it out that shit to all their colonies.
I think they have a better taste than you guys, because what do you mean?
They use condensed milk. It's a lot sweeter. Oh, they use condensed milk with that shit. Ah, damn. Yeah, that's the shit you make like cakes and pies. Condensed milk, gentlemen. Oh man, fuck. I had to be rude in Britain when I'm supposed. Hey. I don't want none of that shit. You drink all of it. I'm good. Condensed milk and a tea. Oh, can you imagine eating that, drinking that shit, jibber jabber? And those biscuits that chip your teeth, them hard ass biscuits. Britain is known for having the worst food. I went to Britain years ago when I was in America. They got the worst shit ever. I feel sorry for Jim Mosquito. You got to eat that British shit. They known to have fucked up food. That British, them fish and chips, that's what I can eat. They got blood pudding and all kind of fuck shit. Blech. Oh, man. Not in Britain, in Africa. In Africa, they put condensed milk in that shit? That must be Ghana. I wonder if they do that. I don't know if they do that shit in Kenya, too. I think they just put milk in Kenya, right?
Nah.
You guys put condensed milk in that shit?
We put condensed milk is the sour one, right?
That's the one that's used for baking shit.
Oh no, we use the regular fresh.
It's regular milk, okay. That's some Ghanaian shit. You motherfuckers went sideways when the British conquered your ass. Y'all got your own crazy milk. I told you, he knows in don't say Africa and Ghana. And I don't think a lot of the French didn't drink a lot of tea. So when you go to Francophone countries, those Negroes ain't drinking tea like they do in the British colonized countries. You go to Francophone countries, they're not drinking that tea shit like tea. I ain't drinking that shit. So but man, oh man, yeah, that see, all them goopy pies, meat pies, and all that weird shit them British motherfuckers eat, like, shit.
I was actually in a certain county in Kenya last year. Yeah, they drink warm, fresh cow blood, and they love it.
Yeah, they can let it nasty. God damn, warm cow blood. Fuck.
Yep.
Your vibration all fucked up. your vibration level all fucked up.
They love it.
Yeah, because they fucked up in their head. That's how you know you. That's how you know you really. That's how you know your intellect level. That's how you know you got a low IQ.
They don't even kill, but they don't kill the cow. They just have specific areas that they stab the cow.
Whatever. Yep. I don't care what you do. You got a low IQ. You sitting there drinking warm cow blood. You fucked up in the head. You got a low IQ. You got a low IQ for real. When I visit France, they just eat. Yeah, croissants with butter. Exactly. They don't fuck with that tea shit. I've been in France. So I know. They don't drink a lot of tea. That's the English shit. The English put that milk, like, even though the English got the tea from China and Japan don't put that milk in that shit. That's a British thing. I'm like, damn, milk and tea? Ugh, God
so let me ask, does your coffee, do you put milk in your coffee, Keith?
I don't drink coffee, but if I do it, when I did drink it, yeah, I would put like some milk in there and then maybe a little bit of sugar. But I don't drink
the same thing in our tea. It's the same milk that was in your coffee.
Tea is a different flavor. That shit nasty with milk. Milk and tea. That shit's disgusting. The more you get, I don't drink much coffee either. I don't drink coffee. If I drink coffee, it might be once a year, once every 2 years. I don't drink the shit. So I don't drink coffee, so I damn sure ain't drinking no tea with no milk. Oh man, can you imagine? The one they left Britain, it cold, wet, and everybody knows the British food sucks. It sucks. British food, they laugh how bad British, man. I went to British, I couldn't eat nothing but that fish and chip shit. That shit is, unless you went to like an American restaurant, American fast food, which is garbage, but the British food it stinks. It's horrible. God damn, it's horrible. Oh man. But you want some tea and crumpet? No, I don't want your tea. I don't want your crumpets. Your hard ass biscuits.
So the next time you come to Kenya, I'll take you to this village. I was there in
Yes.
this county,
Did
in Narok.
you drink the blood, Damore?
No, I didn't. But I want you to take a
How
cup of
dare
it.
you?
It's time for breakfast.
I'm offended.
Welcome to my world.
See, they always have a crack
only-
making fun of it. No, it's stupid. Hey, look at these stupid niggas drinking this blood. Go show it, Damore. Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna share that.
Show it, Damore.
I didn't know it had.
Show it, Damore. Show it.
Nah.
He's like, look at these goopy niggas drinking blood and shit out of a cow. Let's watch it. That's the Messiah. And this goofy coon ass nigga Myra, what the fuck is name? Maya.
Let me see if there's an area that they'll show how they stab. They
This is
stab the
Messiah.
cow. The cow does not even die.
This is
They know
Messiah.
how to stab it.
That's the
Yeah.
Messiah.
Yep.
We drink the blood. Well, good, drink it. I'm not drinking none of that shit. I don't want to be disrespectful. I put on your goofy clothes, but I'm not drinking none of that shit. I'm good. I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to drink none of it.
It's but they say it's healthy and natural, and
they can say whatever it is. You fucked up in the head.
They never get sick.
Yeah, you fucked up in the head if you drinking blood of animals. Sorry. As an African, you're not supposed to be drinking blood.
Mm-hmm.
Why are these Wazungus always in the village filming that? You know, yeah, because it's poverty porn. You know why they're there, Jim Mosquito. They're like, look at these backward ass niggas. They for you. They don't say, hey, how y'all doing? But they know the code. They're like, look at these backward ass niggas drinking blood from cows. These retarded. That's why they got low IQ. And drinking shit like that keeps your IQ low. Hope you know that, Damore. Things you eat keep your IQ low. I want you to know that. Drinking shit like that, Africans are not supposed to be drinking blood of cows. We're not supposed to be drinking the milk of cows, really. That's bad, too. We're supposed to, that's how you know we've fallen so far. You motherfuckers drinking blood. That's why you got your kids are morons, because you're drinking shit we're not supposed to be fucking with. That's idiotic. We're not supposed to be drinking the blood of a cow, let alone the milk. The milk is bad, but the blood, that's even worse. Everything is frequency and energy, electric. You're drinking the lower form of blood drinking. That's like drinking the blood of Christ. You don't drink nobody's fucking blood. That's no you falling in intelligence. Your intellect is fucked up. You're a moron. That's why your goddamn IQ is 57. Where the fuck it is?
That's Gambia, kid. And
yeah, these motherfuckers too. Let's do them by themselves without the rest of Kenya. So it won't be an average. Just put these motherfucking people together. Let's do their IQ alone. Theirs will be about 56, 57. So they doing the IQ of Kenya as a whole. Nah, fuck that. Let's just do their IQ. Drink these blood drinking motherfuckers. Their IQ about 52.
Jeva is asking me if I ever drank the blood. No, but I've drunk.
Yeah, that's disgusting as hell, Jim. That's disgusting as hell. You gotta have a low IQ. Be fucking with that. Drinking no fucking blood. Are you crazy? Of a cow, motherfucker. You fucked up in the head. You imagine all the parasites in that shit. Blood drinking. They don't know. That means they haven't evolved. That means that the whole tribe is fucking a bunch of morons. Imagine what's in that shit. Ah, God damn. We're not even supposed to be drinking the milk of a cow, but imagine the blood of that shit. You know, as electrical beings, we're not supposed to be touching none of that shit.
So that's what this specific tribe lives on, and the reason they live on that,
but
the reason they live on that is
I they don't got fruits out there growing? And then,
Nah, they live on that because they are pastoralists. They
I
don't
know
live
they
in
go
one area.
everywhere.
So they go from area to area. So that is their staple food. They don't take ugali. They take meat and blood. Meat, milk, and blood. That is their
God
staple food.
damn. Meat, milk, and blood. You know you fucked up in the head. That's why you always be conquered. You a goddamn idiot. But that's why they get to roam around like that, because the rest of Africa is developed. They couldn't. They've never been built like real shit because they're too stupid. The shit you eat, the food you eat, Demore, has something to do with intellect.
That's how they stab it to get the blood, because they don't want it to die, because they still want to drink tomorrow from the same cow.
Yeah, look exactly. Look, it's so wild. It's dark rich. Yeah, that means they can grow anything there, but they don't grow shit because their culture is so, they never evolved culturally. They just stayed the same way. So that's why they never developed as a people. This kind of shit you would never develop as a people. So you would always be easy to conquer. Other races would always come and conquer you because as a people you would never develop. You would stay this way because the lifestyle you lead would never make you intelligent to grow. The shit you eating meat and blood and milk. You're a moron. Your brain is not working right. You'll never grow intellectually. And you can look that up. We ain't supposed to be eating that shit. So they would never. So this group would never have any empires. The Messiah would never be known as empire builders in Africa, of having great kingdoms, because they would always get conquered by other Africans. Always.
They don't even live in one area for 3 months. So I don't know how they create an empire.
So the other Africans building, becoming better, saved them from Europeans, because they would be easily they'd be conquered, because there's just no way that their intellectual level would never grow. And so this the people, they would say all Africans are like this, and that's a lie. See, these are motherfuckers, they would show all Africans are backward like these Maasai, and that's a lie. Most Africans would be intellectual. These wouldn't be, but they would show you these Africans and say, and so these guys will become the face of Africa worldwide. That's what they do. They would show these Africans who never really developed and say, these are the Africans. They need to be civilized and we need to conquer them. And these are not the Africans that ruled Africa. These are not the Africans that built empires and schools and learning. These are not those Africans. And so you would have Africans like this in Kenya, Tanzania, sometime in Congo, but these are not the these are the Africans they would say, these are the Africans they would show you why they had to come and conquer Africa. They would say, these are all the Africans. Then they're not. They're not. They would show you these motherfuckers here. So you see, these Africans never developed. They would show you these motherfuckers. And that's not the truth. That's not the case. That's what they would do. Because these are just like the Sami people. See, the Maasai like the white Sami people in Europe. But they don't never show the Sami people, do they? I bet DeMar, you know what the Sami people are in Europe?
Nah, never heard of them.
You see, they would never show you. They're like these niggas right here. Hold this. Yeah, go to say go there. Go to say the Sami people of Europe. SAMI, people of Europe. Still exist today, but they're not gonna show you them. Because you're not gonna say these are all the people of Europe. Sami people of Europe. There you go. Or you can say no, yeah, show them right there. You can say no, wait, they're all in Europe, right there today. So they got the same practices as the Maasai, but they'll never show them motherfuckers. But they'll show you the Maasai and say this is all of Africa. That's the scam they do. So you can show them they drink blood and shit too. They out there drinking blood and they all fucked up and nomadic. They're the same way. They're Europeans, but they never show them as the face of Europe. They'll show you the Maasai. They do the same thing. They drink blood and all that shit like the Maasai do. They all fucked up just the same way. And they still exist today. But that's why DeMaury's never heard of them. They'll never show these motherfuckers as the face of Europe. But they'll show you the Messiah and say, these are the face of Africa, when these motherfuckers are not the face of Africa. These are the less developed morons of Africa. Like these are the morons of Europe who drink blood, drink milk and beef and shit. Underdeveloped, it's the same shit because you can't develop from the fucked up food they're eating. But you see them out there drinking blood, same shit as Messiah. Yeah, they never show these crackers, never. Most people, because I learned about them years ago when I was in Europe.
Look dumber than the Maasais. I guess they must be having an IQ of lower than.
Look, almost got the same outfits the Messiah got, all that weirdo shit.
Yeah.
Right? Underdeveloped. But you never hear nothing about these Europeans, ever. They don't show you these motherfuckers. Because you can say, oh, these are all the Europeans. They never show these people, ever. Because they drink blood too. But why don't any crackers go to a village and put them on YouTube and say, look at these white crackers right here drinking blood and shit and eating all kind of beef. Look at them. Wearing these fucked up weird clothes. They'll never do that. Living in their teepees and shit, and they see they got the cow and they drink that blood just like the Messiah. You've never seen this. That's why Demori's all fucked up in the head looking at it right now. See?
I've never seen. I've never heard of them.
That's why Demori told you. Why Demori's all fucked up in the head right now. Look at that. Like, what? Yeah, the white people ain't gonna show you them as white people, but they're white from Norway, all up around that region. They still exist today, doing the same shit all in that area. Bunch of them, Sami language, drinking the same shit the Messiah. They're drinking blood, milk, all kind of fuck nigga shit they do. But in the north, and as far as you can go in Europe, all up in Europe, been there for centuries. Centuries they've been up there, but you don't never see that's the face of Europeans. No, but they'll show you these niggas out in goddamn Africa. This is the face of Africa. No, they ain't. No, they ain't. Those motherfuckers didn't develop because they was blood drinkers. Fuck out of here. No, they ain't. It's not the face of Africa.
So as we come to the end of the show, but please leave our tea with milk.
No, they're not Russian, General Mosquito. No, they're not Russians. No, this is up in Scan. No, they were parts. It used to be parts of Northern England. You in England, nigga, you don't know none of this. They used to be up in Scotland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and sometimes they used to be up in Denmark, but I think they kill a bunch of them motherfuckers. Because the Europeans are embarrassed of their ass. That's why they never show them.
What do you mean they had deers for a living? These ones are more stupid than the Maasais.
They heard deers and exactly just walk around. They're nomadic people like the Maasais. But you never hear, Europeans don't never claim these motherfuckers. They'll say, these are Europeans. Look at these Europeans. They'll give the Maasai. These are how all Africans live. That's a lie. That's a lie. Those were less developed Africans who were allowed to live like, because Africans are peaceful. They didn't say, hey, you goopy niggas, you need to develop. They let them stay fucked up like that. They let them stay drinking their blood and shit. Fuck, drink your blood, goopy nigga. You know, but the white man makes that the face like all Africa was like that, and that's a lie. Africa was advanced culture, intelligent, book learning. What motherfuckers running around drinking blood? Fuck you talking about? But that's the shit they'll show you. But they'll never show you these motherfuckers here. Never. These motherfuckers here. These European motherfuckers right here. These European crackers walking around drinking blood, never washing their ass and shit. Fuck out of here. But why they didn't develop? There they go. These would be considered savages. See, that's not Russia. Told you all up in the Netherlands, all up in Norway, Sweden, all that shit. But they pushed them up there. They moved them all up there. They used to be down all around Europe. Europe was embarrassed. They moved them all up to the northern part of Europe. They used to be further south. Oh, they used to be all up in England and all that shit. All these goopy, you know. And they go visit them and shit and say, yeah. you know. But they don't ever show these blood drinking crackers. That's what I learned in the movies. Every village had a big iron with pot to cook people in. Yeah, they chose that shit about Africa. So, and he said me, and I want you to know the traditions are the same as the Maasai. You learn that shit. Same kind of shit as the nomadic people of Africa, but they're not the majority of Europeans. Just like the Maasai, not the majority of Africans. But the white man had the Maasai. Look, these are all what the Africans are, savages and drinking blood. That's a goddamn lie.
Yeah, so I wonder, kid, there are tribes in Africa that, not that long, but there were tribes that never used to do agriculture. For example, the Maasai. We have
exactly. As I said, it was a few.
Yeah,
that's not the majority.
Yeah. So what about you go, for example, you look at the Luos. They never used to do agriculture. Also, they used to do fishing. They used to just eat fish. They didn't used to have.
Well, at least that was better. Fish eating is better than drinking blood. Shit, you ain't a stupid drinking blood, eating fish. Fish is closer to the electrical current in your brain is better eating fish than drinking blood. Blood, you dumb down than a motherfucker. You dumb down, Demore. It dumbs you down. So you're eating a lesser form of light. So even if eating fish is better than drinking blood. So, but the majority of people in Africa were not motherfuckers just nomadic, walking around and all that old shit. That's a lie. You had kingdoms all throughout Africa. So there were civilizations, not motherfuckers just walking around, scratching their ass from place to place. That's a lie.
Dancing and throwing spears in the air.
Yeah, you had a few, of course, like Europe did too. And even China has these, forgot their names. The Asians had their shit. It's a bunch of motherfuckers Asians today still like that now. But they tried to show that part of Africa, so these are all Africans. And that was a lie. The majority of Africa was developed. They had agricultural spots where they stopped and built kingdoms, built civilization. Motherfuckers just roaming around like that in the woods and drinking blood like this crazy cracker there. They still do it today. Yeah.
And so as we come to the end of the updates, Joby is coming up in a bit, of course, with the music.
Good to learn something new every day. I had to give Joe. I always got to give Demore a shock. Shock his ass from drinking his tea and milk.
Keep the tea and milk out of this conversation. The tea and milk is also...
It ain't got to do with that. You're not drinking the blood. Goddamn.
Yeah.
So I guess they built them some house fire. I think they finally forced them to live in houses because they don't live in houses. Them motherfuckers live in tents and they just walk around Europe and shit.
I think it's the same with the Maasai because they don't live in the same place. They always go from an area to area. So they build their huts. They use cow dung to build their huts. Their huts are made up of cow dung.
These motherfuckers do. They only use cow. Use some other makeshift shit. But I know they drink blood and all that old weird shit. They just walk around and fuck with their reindeer. Sometimes they fuck them whenever they cold. Get some of that reindeer coochie's a motherfucker, Demore.
Nah.
Yeah, yes, they do. Get that reindeer coochie. Yeah, they don't. I think because in Europe, since Europe stole all the money, they built them houses. But I don't think they even used those houses and shit because they kept trying to force them to be like the other Europeans. And they don't want to. Just like the Maasai, they want to be their own shit, and that's okay. But you can't make the Maasai be the face of Africa like the white man does. We're not making these motherfuckers here to be the face of Europe. She right there, and knowing her, she probably sucking that thing's dick. You know what they do. Yummy.
And that is all I had today, family. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow on the Friday update. That's enough for today. Much love, family.
I just keep destroying Demore's white worship every day. God damn, these crackers are fucked up. That's right.
See you, kid.
Every day learn something new. You can't take
Yeah.
the young. That's right. They shit. They be sleeping with them fucking animals. That shit crazy. The difference, the Maasai don't sleep with the animals. The Sami do. Sami be sleeping the shit with them animals. Like, God damn, what you doing up in here? Don't mind our business. We nomad. Yeah, you be nomad, but you ain't got to sleep with the damn thing.
Much love, family. Nah.
Yeah. No, my ass. Yeah. Sleeping with that beast. Yeah. You know.